And in today's video, we're gonna try to power lift 100,000 pounds in 60 minutes.
So the plan was to deadlift 60,000 pounds, and then go to the bench and do 20,000 on bench, and then go to squat, and then do 20,000 on squat.
What's good, everybody? We back in the studio with another video, another banger for you guys. This is The Hard Show, and I'm your host, Reginald, AKA The Strongest Director. This video idea comes from Nick Symmonds. He tried to power lift 100,000 pounds in an hour, and he fell short.
This is how much I was able to power lift in an hour. Let's see if it was enough to beat Captain Tom. No, are you serious?
So, it's gonna be a long video. I'm gonna go ahead and get straight into the video. So here goes the first set. I wanted to start off with the deadlift for my attempt of 100,000 pounds. 100,000 pounds. You don't know how much weight this is in 60 minutes. Now, it's always good to have a game plan. And I had my game plan written out so I could go ahead and, just cross out each little set after I did it. The game plan that I had was deadlift 205, bench press 185, and squat 185. And that plan failed very, I won't say quickly, but it kind of disintegrated over time. Like I said, my goal was I want to do sets of 15 reps with the deadlift. When I got started doing deadlifts, I immediately gave up. I was like, this is not gonna work. So I cut down to 10. I started doing 10 reps. I was doing 10 reps with the deadlift. So after some time, I went ahead, I kicked off my shoes, and then for rest, instead of walking around and looking at the clock and trying to time my recovery became I just turned around, walked to the back wall of the gym, walked to the bar, and started lifting again. So basically a little 20-second walk in between each set was all the breaks that I was giving myself. Fatigued at this point, I can't even do 10 reps with deadlift in a row. So I pretty much just started to pull one rep at a time. I think I started off with like 10 reps. I could do 10 reps nonstop. Then I went down to 7 reps, so I could do 7 reps nonstop. Then I had to do like singles for like 3 more reps. Then I went down to 5 reps, so I could do 5 reps in a row. Then I just had to do singles. Then I think towards the end, I was just hitting singles for all the weight. And I'm gonna continue to deadlift until we deadlift 60,000 pounds. Like I said, one of these days I'm gonna fix up my deadlift form, because I'll admit my deadlift form is not the best. So we're going to clean up that deadlift form eventually, but not right now. Right now I'm just trying to get through the workout. So before you guys come for me in the comment section, everybody's like, oh, what is that deadlift form? Oh, this deadlift form looks painful. I'm like, look, I know my deadlift form sucks, but we're gonna get it together eventually. If you just give me some time, I promise the next video, them deadlifts are gonna be looking clean. They're gonna be looking real nice, real professional. But they ain't professional today. These some amateur deadlifts tonight. It's amateur deadlift hour at the gym. And I must say that my sweatpants look absolutely phenomenal on screen. Look at those plaid sweatpants. I need to buy some more sweatpants, red and black sweatpants. I am a sweatpants connoisseur. I love sweatpants. It's my favorite clothing item to buy. You gotta have some good sweatpants at the gym. You gotta have some good sweatpants. A lot of guys love shoes. They might love the watches. They might love hats. I love sweatpants. So not even 20 minutes into lifting, I already have my first problem. I already have my first issue with deadlifting. So my left hand started bleeding. My left hand is just gushing out blood from deadlifting. So I had to switch grips. At first I was doing an alternated grip. Then I switched to a double overhand grip, which I really hate. And then after a while I switched to a hook grip. And the hook grip was the easiest grip to do the deadlifts in. Yeah, so after, I forget what time it is, but after pulling 60,000 pounds on the deadlift, it was time to move on to another exercise. And my legs were fried. And I was like, there's no way. There is no possible way in this world. There's no way I'm gonna be able to squat My legs hurt, my back hurt, my butt hurts. So I was like, we're gonna try to move on to the bench press and see how much I can get on the bench press. I did 6 sets on the bench press, and I was pretty much getting close to being out of time. When I got done bench pressing, I was at the 50-minute mark. I was like, I got 10 pounds. I have 10 minutes to try to lift another 30,000 pounds. Cause I did 60,000 on deadlift at first. Yeah, then I did another like 10, 11, 12,000 pounds on the bench press. And I was like, now it's time for me to, try to do 25,000, 30,000 pounds in the next 10 minutes. I was like, there's no hope with the squats. Let me throw the bar back on the floor and start deadlifting again. All right, so it's at the end. You can see me doing singles. I'm exhausted, I'm tired. There is absolutely no hope of me getting finished with all of this work in the amount of time. I think I even stopped checking the clock. I was like, forget this clock, throw the clock out of there. We're gonna just go and hit as many reps as possible, as quickly as possible, so I can attempt to try to break this 100,000 pound challenge in 1 hour. And towards the end, I think I even stopped doing 10 reps. I think I'd start doing like 15 reps or start doing like 20 reps in a row, because I was like, time's running out and I need to get through the reps. And as you can see here on screen, I can't even really hold my arms straight anymore. I'm so tired. I'm doing like a bend. I'm doing like a row. I'm doing deadlift rows, trying to get this weight up. My back is tired, and I'm so tired during the lifting that my legs start shaking. My legs are quivering. My hamstrings shaking. My legs shaking, trying to get that weight up. But luckily, I just got done doing a David Goggins challenge. Just got done reading 2 David Goggins books, so I don't even have the mental capacity to give up at this point. Because I feel like Goggins, if he can run 100 miles, I can lift weights for an hour. If he can run for 100 miles in one day, I'm like, this should be nothing. So yeah, I channeled my inner David Goggins and pushed through the workout, and we got done in the 60 minutes, and I went ahead and tallied up my scores. Yeah, we got the number that we ended up finishing with was 95,725 pounds, which is so close to 100,000 pounds. I missed it by like 22 reps. If I could have done 22 more reps during the hour, we would have actually beat this goal of lifting 100,000 pounds in 60 minutes. So I was actually feeling pretty good about this number. I was bummed that I didn't break the 100,000, but considering that I'm not a power lifter and 100,000 pounds seemed impossible before I started the challenge, the fact that I only missed it by like 4,000 pounds really, made me feel good about about the amount of effort, because we gave a lot of effort. Like I really did try really hard to lift that 100,000 pounds in 60 minutes. So in retrospect, I think if I would have moved faster towards the beginning and probably not spent so much time looking at the clock and not so much time trying to move around camera equipment, I probably could have definitely hit the 100,000 pounds. I'm gonna go ahead and rate this on how hard that I thought that this was. So on a scale of 1 to 10 on how hard I think lifting 100,000 pounds in 60 minutes is, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10 on the difficulty scale, because the muscle fatigue is gonna be for real. You're gonna be tired after the first 5-6 minutes of lifting, and then when you're dead tired, you just have to keep on lifting for an hour and hope you don't get an injury. So that was my strategy. It's like a lifting marathon of trying to lift and do a set every single minute for 60 minutes. I didn't rate it that high because the amount of time that you spend training is it's only an hour. Anybody can suffer for an hour. It's not like having to run a marathon or the Ironman or do something that takes a lot of time. This was just, get that heart rate up, get fatigued, get tired, and have the mental ability to keep going even when you're tired. Thank you for checking out this episode of The Hard Show. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more videos of me doing hard stuff, because I love doing hard stuff. And if you got a video recommendation for anything hard that you want to see me do, go ahead and leave a comment down below or hit me up on the gram and send me a DM and I will probably accept your difficult challenge because, like I said, this is the hard show. I'm your host, strongest director, and I like to do hard stuff.